Hello and welcome to the vlog. Hope you guys are having a good day.
You having a good day?
Are you having a good day?
Yes, I am.
We started filming for the main channel this morning with our Let's Resin stuff.
We did.
We used the Magic Pour kit, which you can see here. We filled up our, remember that was the egg mold container thing we got?
Yeah.
And Elliot, we thought we'd try something different.
And we had a bit of extra, so we've got a little coaster as well.
Oh yeah, a little coaster. Now it's been about what, half an hour since we did that,
about
you reckon?
half an hour, yeah.
Because we also used the flex rubber, which was pretty cool. Where was the box for that? Up here?
Yep.
This one. And we got these next door, which we'll go check out in a minute. But yeah, this is our morning. Look at this. So you bought me this yesterday.
I thought it was interesting.
Oreo Coke. Now, I don't mind Coke no sugar, right? But Oreo, I don't know. I mean, look, I don't mind Oreos as well.
But give it a go.
Give it a go, you reckon?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to open it for me? Taste test on camera.
All right, off you go.
Oh, that's weird.
Is it?
Wow. That is really weird. It's like you've just had an Oreo and it's in your mouth and then you've taken a sip of Coke. You want to try some?
Sure.
It's actually not bad.
You're right, yeah.
It is, hey. It's like you've just eaten an Oreo and then
Yeah.
you've had some Coke. Now, this is no way sponsored by Coke.
No, God, no.
It was just something we did for giggles, but...
Now you're going to have to try the cookies that I bought you and see if it's the same.
True, because you did buy cookies as well.
I bought the cookies as well.
That's not bad.
So how do they keep it 0 sugar and still have the Oreo cookie flavour? Because cookies have got sugar in them.
What do you think? So? I mean, that tasted sweet.
Yeah.
If they use the artificial sweetener, does that count? Or no?
It doesn't count towards like carbohydrates, but they word it differently in the ingredients, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because it says sweetness.
Ah, yes. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said before, we've been playing with this. Do you want to go next door and show them what we did with the rubber?
The rubber, let's go. So, sitting on the levelling board here.
Yeah, we put them on the leveling board because they were kind of off a little bit next door. So we did one of our frogs and some paw prints. Now, the frog...
We don't know if it's going to turn out.
Yeah, not too sure because when we read the instructions, they basically said that it was made for this mold. So the depth and the ease of pulling it out, I think.
Yeah.
And because we got little toes here,
it might not work.
might be a bit tricky. So you guys are going to have to watch, I'm not sure when this video will come out, maybe next week. You guys will have to see that because this week's video, I'm going to start very shortly. Now, you guys remember the wasp nest I did with the micas. I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to make a full sphere, all right? And I'm going to do clear layers.
Oh, so with the pattern that was underneath.
Yeah, so that really cool pattern. So I'm pretty much going to get a container like this, clear, color, clear, color, clear, color. I mean, decent gaps in between, I think.
Yeah.
So that you can
have that illusion.
Yeah, because you need to try and see the colors underneath. So I don't know, not too sure how it's going to turn out, but that's going to be quite fun. So you guys can stick around today and watch me start that episode. What else have we got going on? So, the skull mould with the coffee beans in it was really popular. Everyone loved it. So, I thought some people are asking for some, and we sold the 2 that we had. I thought we'd make a couple more. Now, I also had a suggestion, or someone requested... and they had a 80s horror movie. I'm not sure. I'll put the photo here. The skull was like blue, or it had like blue crystal eyes. Oh, okay. And it was like a light blue tint. Yeah. So we need to try one of them. Okay. Also, we popped out a couple more mini skulls. Excuse me. That's that Coke. We popped out a couple of mini skulls to go with the big ones. And I saw a couple of cool suggestions that we should turn them into keychains. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Or valve caps for your car. So you can, where's mine? You know, something you could drill a hole and maybe glue that cap inside there. You could have little skull caps. That'd be pretty cool. I remember when I was younger and I had my first car, I think I bought these and I could put them on my lock button.
Oh, they were little silver ones.
Yeah. And you could lock your doors with them. That was quite cool. What else have we got?
So yesterday I did this.
Yeah, I did get a message from someone. Now I do apologise. I can't remember who. They had a friend that made a book with a phoenix on the front.
Yeah.
And they asked if we could make one and put it in the store. So we've got one. So just send me a message on Etsy if that was you, because I can't remember. I'm really sorry. I can't remember. But we also did, we put the dam. Remember how we were going to...
Yeah, I just put glue across where the wings...
Do you want to grab the mould, darling, so they can have a look? We've also got another little thing here to show you guys.
So I just put a dam of hot glue across both of these.
Yeah.
And just poured in the wings like that. Yeah.
So yeah, the glue is along there.
Yep.
So this is for our fragging.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
This is our guinea pig. So yeah, so basically we're going to... Is that the right way?
We'll have to flatten...
Or that way?
I think it needs to go backwards, yeah.
Backwards like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to just try and mould. But these are a way better size.
Yeah, these ones are way too big.
Yeah, massive. So yeah, we need to give that a go. Now, do you want to open this up for me?
Oh, what is it?
I got something off Temu. So this was another suggestion.
Oh, we might need a blade.
Blade. Just over there.
There we go.
I got my cool rocks up there, waiting for me to decide what I'm going to do with them.
Oh.
Ta-da!
No batteries?
No.
No?
No. They are.
Oh, they're magnets.
Oh, look how strong.
Oh,
look how strong they are.
join
Wow,
them
look at
together
that.
through your finger.
Look at that.
Goodness me.
Yeah, probably a little smaller than I expected. So the plan is to glue one. So once we flatten it, glue it on there, and hopefully they're strong enough. I did buy sort of extra strong ones for your fridge.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you can have them like going up your fridge and stuff. What do you reckon?
That's cool.
So that was a suggestion from one of you guys, which is really cool. But yeah, what else is going on? Got a Rubik's Cube. We've had this a while, this one, hey?
You have, yeah. You haven't decided what to do with it.
No, well, I did think that maybe we could put it in a skull. What do you reckon?
Oh, okay.
You know, like kids have got Rubik's on the brain.
Yes, yep.
Kind of like coffee on the brain type of thing.
That's all right.
Yeah, I thought that'd be really cool. Now, there is one other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is we get a lot of questions.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
And we do try and answer all of them. But I thought what might be cool is doing a question of the day.
Oh, very clever.
Will you guys leave a question in the comments and we'll answer it like on the next vlog.
On the next vlog.
We'll just randomly pick one out and
Yep.
and answer it. I thought that'd be quite
That's
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Because like I say, we do get a lot of questions and sometimes I forget to answer them or
Yeah.
something goes on or I don't know the answer at the time. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought if you guys want to do that, if you think that's a fun idea, leave us a question and then we'll answer it for you. Actually, speaking of question of the day, I just remembered someone left a comment on our skull video asking if we could bleach some of these.
Oh, okay.
So that in the skull we have some brown and would they turn white?
I'm not sure.
Have we got some bleach?
I'm sure we've got some somewhere.
Yeah, should we give it a go? I'm keen to try it because I think different colours in there would look really cool.
Even if they lighten them, it'd still look pretty cool.
Just a bit of contrast, you reckon? Yeah, all right.
Oh, we'll give it a go.
Okay. While Nicole's looking for the bleach, I think I might get my bits ready for the main video. I think this container should be big enough. I'm not too sure how many layers I'm going to go for though. Maybe just like one clear. I'm thinking clear in the bottom, then colour, clear, colour, and then maybe clear on top. Not too sure. Hopefully it works out. How did you go?
I found some bleach.
Got some bleach. All right, we might as well just do it in here, eh? I'll just clean this up a little bit. Now we need to make sure that we don't spill the bleach on my face.
No.
Do you remember when Jake used to work at Bunnings
Oh my gosh.
And he would have to do the pool aisle with the chlorine.
The chlorine.
He'd come home and his Bunnings uniform would have like
Splashes
all over him.
I reckon we just do a few just to see if it's actually going to work.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it should work. It's premium. only the best. All right, you want to pour some in there? Now, what are we thinking? Would this be something that would work straight away, or?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, I've never really worked with bleach like this.
It's going to be hard because the coffee beans want to float.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll just let it sit there and see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's what they look like now. So I think what we should do is, do you want to just grab them? We'll go start some normal ones.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how they go. Hopefully they change, because that'd be cool. So do you think 3 of these are going to fit in the pot then? If we do 3 at once, should be okay?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. All right, let's do it. Let's mix up some resin and show these guys how we put the coffee in the skull.
Gloves on.
What else do you think we could do with these magnets?
That'd be interesting. I don't know.
I love magnets. It's just one of those things you get them and you're like, where can I put them? What can I do with it?
Well, I guess any lightweight resin project you've got, I reckon you could even put it on the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Maybe put one on each wing and it'd sit on your fridge like that.
Yeah, for sure. Just don't put these near your credit card.
Yeah, no.
You'll wipe your data.
Right. Face shield.
What's happening down here? Anything yet? Not yet.
Okay, so 300 of this.
300 of A, and that's our Just Resin art cast. We just had some resin turn up yesterday, hey?
We did.
So, got some supplies in.
I'm getting a bit foggy.
Oh, I was meant to, I've got the anti-fog. You guys remember when I went snorkeling at the beginning of the year in Papua New Guinea? I bought that cool snorkeling mask and it come with some anti-fog. And I said to Nicole yesterday, I need to put the anti-fog in there for you. Because it's starting to get really humid now. We're well into spring and the temperatures are rising. So it's the time for the bugs to come out and the humidity to start. I know.
Don't like it at all.
I'm not looking forward to summer.
We need to move countries in summer.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah.
Move to the US in summer and then come back?
Come back in winter?
Yeah.
Okay, and we go up to 400 of the Part B.
So this is a 3-to-1 mix.
Yep.
I often get asked what would happen if we didn't mix the resin, like as an experiment, just to see like these stringy bits. But to be honest, I don't think anything would happen.
I don't think it would either.
I mean, we could try it, but I mean, it could work. The other one is mixing some fast and slow set, because you know we've got the river pour, which is the real slow setting resin. So mix up your fast, mix up the slow, and then put them in with each other and see what happens.
Okay, that'd be interesting.
I guess you'd have to colour like a cool red in the fast and leave the slow clear.
Yeah.
To see what happens. Do you want to try the cool mixer?
Oh, that might be a good idea.
There you go. Oh. There you go. Whack it in.
There we go.
And switch it on. Ta-da!
That saves me from mixing.
And seeing what you're doing.
I don't see anything. It's a big fog again.
Nicole gets vapor burn, if you're wondering why she needs to wear a mask. I wonder if, like, because obviously I wear glasses and it doesn't affect me. Do you think maybe you could get away with just glasses, or?
I have tried, but it still happens. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's looking pretty good. How long do you reckon we should let that go for?
I don't know.
How about now?
Cloudy.
All right, perfect.
Yep, nice and clear.
All right, we'll let that drip for a little bit.
Do you want me to scrape it down or?
Oh, you can do it if you like, yeah. Now we did talk about coating these in silicone, and I did try one, but it was so hard to get the silicone to stay on there because you couldn't really put it anywhere while it was setting.
No.
Because silicone takes forever, and it kind of just like dripped off. But believe it or not, they actually are quite easy to clean. Just with some paper towel, they wipe really easy. So, but for now, we'll just drop that in there and put it back. I think the only thing you got to make sure of with that is scrape your sides and your bottom once it comes off, because I feel like the mixer doesn't quite do that.
Yeah, I did scrape it before, but I think I might do it again.
So if you don't, you'll end up with soft spots. We don't want that. Now, when these go in the pot, they are going to have to go on a bit of an angle. Now, I was thinking we've got my box of scrap wood here. Surely we can, what do you reckon, find a few
pieces for it to lean up against.
pieces, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to stick. Probably not safe.
Not that one.
I'm just going to fill up the resin.
Yep. How's the other ones going? Are they doing anything yet?
Not really. Not really.
No. Okay. Well, this batch will just have to be normal, I'd say.
Yeah.
How much of an angle did you have these on before?
Yeah, about that.
About that, eh?
Yeah. Oops.
Maybe I should make like a proper holder for them
That wouldn't hurt.
instead of just winging it with bits of wood.
Alright, so
You're just gonna go straight
just
in.
going to go straight in, I think. No?
Yeah. Can you do it straight and then put them up later? Is that what you did before?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, you might want to fix that up.
So we want it that way, so we go all the way to the back. Oops. And try not to spill it.
On the back, on the floor. Oh, you're messy.
Yeah.
Now,
So there we go, and then you need to angle it like that in the pot.
yep, I can do that. You want to do the next one?
Yep.
Now, we did saffron with these the first time. Do you think we should go for something different this time?
I don't think it'd hurt, would it?
Yeah, maybe 3 different colours.
That sounds good.
Something different.
I think we might have
Some excess.
enough for some more, yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually think we got a pot free. I do need to talk to you guys about something very important later on to do with pots. Make sure you stick around for that. You won't want to miss it. How's it going? You winning? Yeah. You've taken the mask off now.
Oh,
Just too hard.
it's,
It is.
I do have these. I'm going to try these.
It is really muggy today.
There we go. That's
All right.
better than nothing.
Now you look like you're going skiing.
Yep. So I could probably put a bit more in here. All right.
Do I have a pot free next door?
I think you might.
Yes, I do have a pot free. I mean, we've also got Freddie as well, but he's massive. This'll do just fine. So now we found the extra pot. We can do a couple more. How are those glasses working for you?
Yeah, they're not fogging up.
Not
because I'm breathing into them.
Looking good. Okay, I'm gonna go pop this in the pot and work out some sort of leveling.
Tilting.
Yep, tilting system. Okay, so it looks like I've managed to get 3 inside of here. They all look pretty good. Time to put the lid on now. I do get asked a fair bit about the pressure pots as well and how to use them. They're pretty simple. Put your lid on, make sure it's tight. Make sure when you go to fill it, your valve's closed. And depending on what brand of pot you got, so always refer to your manufacturer's specifications. But our one, we can go to 60 psi. So once you got your lid nice and tight, connect your air and then slowly fill it. Don't do it fast. Nicole did that the other day and squirted all my resin everywhere. But that's all right. It was an accident. It's fine. So yeah, nice and tight. Put your air on, slowly fill it, 60 psi. For me anyway. You know what? I don't think I've got the compressor turned on next door.
Oh.
And that's pretty much it. As easy as that. Are you ready to throw the other ones inside of here?
Ready to go.
Do you want to grab a couple of bits of wood?
Yep. So were you just using flat pieces?
Yeah, just the flat ones. Oh, this is the pot that you exploded in.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's what happens when you let your air in too fast. Now, I do pour some silicone in the bottom there, just to make it a bit easier. That way, if you do have any resin splatter, it picks straight off.
Is that too big? Or?
Just the smaller one should be all right. Just a couple of them in there. Okay. They should be all right. Now, another question I often get asked is what's the difference between a pressure pot and a vacuum chamber? Well, the main difference is one takes pressure, which is what you just saw me fill then, and the other one is vacuum. So you have a vacuum pump, you turn it on, and it pulls air out of the resin. Or it's useful for when you're doing things like, let's say, this for instance, if you're trying to cast that in resin, there's a lot of nooks and crannies. So when you use the vacuum chamber, it draws the air out of those pockets.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it's not the best to cure under vacuum because you do get like little micro bubbles
at the top.
that can form right at the top. So if your resin cures before all those are gone, it'll be no good. So for what works for us is degassing or vacuuming to get our air out.
Yeah.
Then we switch and go to pressure, because what pressure does is it squishes the bubbles so tiny that you can't see them with your eyes. Under a microscope,
you could probably see it.
You could probably see something, but yeah, so that's the difference between pressure and vacuum. If you had to only have one, let's say you could only afford one, definitely pressure.
Yep.
Because you can get away without vacuum. I mean, we went years
without vacuuming.
Years without vacuuming.
Yeah.
We kind of only do it now because we've got it. And obviously, you know, we do some intricate projects, so we do need it. But yeah, so that's the difference between pressure and vacuum. How's the bleach looking? Is it working?
Not sure.
Not sure.
I think we're going to have to leave it overnight.
Yeah, I think that's probably best. You had some leftovers, did some minis.
Did some minis.
That'll be quite cool. Now, what do we want to work on now? Do we want to have a go at trying to get these to work?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yep. I think we need to
buzz them down.
Buzz these down on the sanding
on the sander,
disc.
yeah.
And then maybe get the Dremel out.
Yeah.
And put some little, I don't know.
Well, do you think we could shape them that well and then just use some 5-minute?
Maybe.
Yeah.
As long as the glue doesn't dribble.
We can wait until it sets up a little bit before we do it.
Oh, we can try it that way.
What do you think? That's pretty cool. Now, should we just get the Dremel and Dremel a bit of the inside out?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or have another idea.
Okay.
Let me see if I can grab it. I have got my oscillating spindle sander.
You haven't used that in such a long time. Look at how much dust.
A long time. So basically, this spins and goes up and down, and then we can shape on a curve because have you got the frog?
Yep.
Because obviously we've got curves that we're going to have to try and shape around. Now, this one, extremely noisy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to probably either mute this next part or turn it down really soft because as you're about to hear, it's crazy. That was noisy.
My ears are ringing.
I know, we probably should have had earmuffs on. I think they look pretty good. That is pretty close.
That's cool.
So let's mix them 5-minute and get them glued on. You know what I reckon we should do once we get them on?
Yeah, what's that?
Spray it black and then do our paint for.
That's such a good idea.
Hey, and we should, you know what we should do? These colours, I reckon.
Oh yeah, the Phoenix colours.
Yeah, 'cause it's like a dragon.
Yeah.
Fire breathing, you know. Fragging, not dragon.
Dragon. Do you want to wait for this to set up a little bit before we put it on?
I think it's probably best, yeah. Otherwise, we're going to have dribbles down the side here.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Now, do we want to mark where we're going to put it, or we're just going to wing it?
No, just wing it.
Can you smell that?
Oh, I know. Courtney's cooking and she's making me really, really hungry.
Yeah. I went inside before, and she's doing ribs.
Oh, is that our dinner?
She's cooking us ribs, and she baked a brownie.
She's killing us.
Man, I'm so hungry. Whoa, look how good these brownies are. Oh, they're still warm too. And look at those ribs. I think they're barbecue ribs. Okay, we're getting close. Now, I guess we'll
Just go for it.
Oh, did you see what I nearly did?
You nearly put it in the wrong spot.
I nearly put it in that hole instead of here. That was terrible. Imagine that.
That would have been disastrous.
It would have been. All right. Try and do a thin layer.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want too much because you don't want it squirting everywhere.
And then, how does that look?
That looks pretty good, I think. I don't know, I think I'm blocking you.
I feel like it has to be there. Do you think maybe we should mix up some more 5-minute and try and fill in like the gaps a little bit?
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah? It might help strengthen it as well, I think.
Yeah. That's going to look really good once you spray it black.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to see any of those...
like the gaps and
the
that?
The gaps and stuff, yeah. Do you know what it kind of reminds me of?
What's that?
An axolotl.
It does a bit. Hey, yeah.
It's just got that feel to it.
Is that because you just pulled one out of a mold this morning?
Probably.
Now, why do they call them Mexican walking fish?
Is it because they come from Mexico?
Is that what it is?
I have no idea. Pretty impressed with that.
It does look cool, hey?
Love it.
So we're going to let the little fraggin sit for a while because it's 5-minute epoxy, but it does take
Take a while to set.
a couple of hours to be. Little black thing on your chin.
As long as it's not a hair on my chin, I don't care.
No, you're good, darling. You got all those out yesterday. Yeah, so we're going to let the fragrance sit for probably an hour or so. Now, there's something very important that I want to talk to you guys about. Now, you guys know that we use a lot of pressure pots, right? There's a couple over there, there's a couple on the ground. And about 5 or 6 years ago, I created a video, put it on YouTube, and showed you guys how to convert a paint sprayer to a pressure pot. Because at the time in Australia, you just couldn't get any. No one was selling them. So I had to improvise and make my own. Well, a couple of days ago, I said to Nicole, you know what? We need a couple more pots. So I went online and I found a resin pressure pot in Australia. And I thought, wow, I'll get a couple, right? So I did. And what turned up was basically a paint sprayer.
It was still a paint sprayer.
It was still a paint sprayer.
Yeah.
The only thing is it didn't have the tube, like the lines and the gun.
And the gun, yeah.
And the gun, but it still had the pickup inside that you had to take off. So
the whole setup was still paint pot.
It was still a paint pot, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine, okay? They advertised it as a resin pressure pot, so it was a little disappointing, but look, it's okay. Now, let's get to these instructions, right? So it basically goes through and tells you that, you know, it's a paint sprayer if you want it. Apparently you can use it as a vacuum, which I don't see how, but anyway. Right, how to use for epoxy resin bubble. And I'm like, oh, cool, here it is. Start reading. And then I go, okay, pictures. Hang on a second.
That's your hand.
That's my hand, and that's my pot. And these are pictures from my original video, which I'll show you right now. So it's now the next day, and you can see here that we've kept our 50 psi. So we know we've got no leaks. So now let's release the air and check our casting. So as you can see, that's my hand. That was the little test mold thing I was using.
Yep.
So yeah, the little buggers in China stole my pictures. Which, look, I know that once you put something on the internet, it's fair
game.
It's fair game, right? Yeah. I mean, I do have you know, some writing on my videos that say, please don't take my stuff, basically. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this fair use? I guess it probably is fair use. I mean, you know, it's just disappointing. I'm not going to name the company that did this, but they are a massive company.
Yeah,
massive.
you would have thought they could have come up with their own images.
Yeah,
but anyway.
massive company. And yeah, so it was a bit weird opening that up and seeing my pictures. And I paid full price for this too. There's no sponsorships,
or deals or anything.
no gifts,
here.
no nothing.
No.
I paid full price for this, which they're calling a powder coating machine. But yeah, what do you guys think of that? Should I be mad? Should I be flattered?
I think you should be flattered.
Yeah, I mean, look, at first I was like, oh, you little buggers. But then I'm like, oh, hey, there's nothing I can do about it. But
No.
I mean, they could have said, hey, man, we're copying your idea. Here's a free pressure pot.
They could have, yeah.
But
That
anyway,
would have been good.
But anyway, that is what they did. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
I don't know.
What do you guys think? Would you get mad at it?
I don't think there's any point,
Nah.
really. No.
I was a little bit at first, but
Yeah.
now I'm just like,
Could be a form of flattery. That,
I mean, look,
you know.
there's a lot of pictures out there where people have taken our images.
They have, yeah.
They've taken our videos, you know, even though it's against copyright.
It's not much you can do about it.
Not much you can do about it.
Yeah,
but
we just keep doing what we're doing.
I think what hurts the most is that this is a major company.
Yeah, true. It's not just, you know,
Yeah.
a little guy down the road.
That's right. If it was a local guy down the road who borrowed my pictures, I'm all fine with that, you know.
Multi-million-dollar company.
Billion-dollar company.
Billion-dollar company.
When
you would think that...
when you're dealing with a massive company, I mean, they could have just got their own photos.
Yeah. Well, they did for the rest of it.
Yeah, you know, I don't think they had to take mine. But,
No.
But anyway, that's what happens when you put things on the internet.
It is, unfortunately.
It's fair game, you know. Some people don't follow the rules.
Yep. Oh, well.
Which it is what it is.
You move on, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really that upset. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. It just took me by surprise to see my hands in an instructional manual.
Instruction manual that wasn't made by us.
No. But anyway, now I was going to show you guys some of this weekend's video, but I think this vlog is.
I think it's going to be too long if you do that.
I think it's getting up there because we've done quite a fair bit in this one.
Yep.
Don't forget, you guys. Question of the day.
Yep. Send your questions in.
Leave me a question. You know, something like, should your picture be used in someone else's instruction? Yeah. Leave us a question of the day, whether it's for me, Nicole,
Courtney,
Jake,
Yeah.
Molly, Harry, anyone you want.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm digressing. Is that the word? Digressing? Digressing?
Yeah, you're babbling.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabbering. Yeah.
Oh. What was I going to say? Tomorrow's or this weekend's video.
Yes.
Sorry, we ran out of time. But if you want to see it, make sure you check it out Saturday. I haven't started it yet, but it's going to be epic.
Yep.
I'm hoping.
It will be.
Now the pressure's on. Skulls are in the pot. We'll get them out. The fragging. Now, you guys will probably see that on another vlog. We'll give it a lick of paint.
Yep.
And we'll do our pour over the top. I reckon that's going to be pretty
It's
cool.
going to be cool.
And then we'll decide whether or not we're going to stick it in the store or
keep it.
Or keep it.
Yeah.
Might throw magnets on it and chuck it on the fridge maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll
And
see.
anyway, I think that's enough for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to help us out by hitting the like button, hitting subscribe, sharing
it.
commenting,
Yep.
you know, doing
All of that stuff.
doing all that good stuff. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.